Hey yo, it's Melon Cakes. What's up? So right now, I'm gonna be doing a multiple characters X self-harm reader. Anyway, I'll save everything else for the end. Let's just get into it. Izuku Midoriya. YN? Midoriya whispered, choosing his words carefully. You look like you were about to crack. He wanted to handle the situation gently. YN, what's wrong? You exploded into more tears and tried to cover your arms. You didn't want Midoriya panicking over your mental health. It felt like it would be too much. You didn't want him to get distracted from work or the ambitions just because you hurt sometimes. Please, I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm sorry, Izuku. You couldn't say anything useful. You just forced out apologies after apologies. Midoriya's face was slightly scrunched up, the way he does when he was about to cry or say something smart. YN, don't say sorry. Please, you can talk to me. No, not this time. Please, just let me. He started choking up. Sorry. Midoriya watched you crumble. He had no clue you hurt so much. Not when you're so confident and friendly. It would be the last thing he expected. He needed you to help him, help you. To know what was happening, it made him feel shit as your boyfriend. He slowly approached, holding out his arms. A hug might be a way to make you comfortable, a way to coax you out of self-misery and let him understand what's going on. You don't have to talk about it right now, but you need a hug. New tears streamed down your face as you gave in to Midoriya's arms. You felt him cradle your head and kiss your hair, holding you tight against him and let you sob into his jumper. Katsuki Bakugo. What the fuck? Bakugo grit his teeth and stared at you. You shrunk as reaction, afraid he'll snap. YN. He had averted his eyes. YN. Seriously. What the fuck? He was so concerned about you, but he didn't know how to properly output these emotions. Every emotion felt at that moment was reduced to one. Rage. Not at you directly, but at your actions. Bakugo couldn't wrap his head around the horrific idea that someone would purposely hurt themselves. Especially while you would. Why? Bakugo growled. Why didn't you just come to me? Your nose flared. Defensive anger flushed through the tears. Because you yelled at me. You're not good with this type of shit. Sure, you could have gone to anyone, Bakugo countered. Fucking hell, talking to Dunceface would have been better. Well, it's not, Constance. Why are you suddenly so mad at me anyway? You never care! You exploded. You've never yelled at Bakugo. And the words felt sour and untruthful and foreign. His face went a deep red. Pure, ugly rage and hurt stretched across his expression. You were the most important person in his life. And to be told he doesn't care when he does, it touched a nerve. I do fucking care. His voice dropped to just above a whisper. I care so fucking much, YN. You gritted your teeth and prepared yourself for a comeback. He continued on. When you're upset, please go talk to someone. It really fucking destroys me to see you like that. This could have been preventable if you just let me know. You felt anger bubble up. You've avoided talking to Bakugo out of fear. He wasn't the best at talking, and everything might have ended in yelling. Might have. I love you, YN, more than anything in this world. I'm not the greatest at this, but I am your boyfriend. If you ever hurt, tell me, please. Shoto Todoroki. He was lost for words. You sniffled and pulled down your sleeves. You wanted to be honest with Todoroki. He was your boyfriend and deserved to know. It was a very vulnerable topic for you. Todoroki already had so much going on that you didn't want him to be burdened. But a relationship was built on trust. He should know, and now he does. Todoroki shifted his gaze up to yours, watching tears run down your cheeks. He slowly moved his hand towards your arms. You flinched away. He stopped his hands, calmly and steadily opening his fingers, waiting for you to decide. You dropped your gaze to the floor, all too aware of his eyes fixed on your face. You gently held out your arms. Todoroki gingerly traced the marks on your skin. A sudden burst of anger spread through his body. Why would you do this? He didn't understand, but he wanted to help you in any way he could. He took your arms and pulled them up to your shoulders, then carefully pulled you in to hug. There was nothing he could say. All he could do was make you feel safer and hope you would talk to him. Eijiro Kirishima. He automatically pulled you into a hug. You sobbed against his chest and tried to wiggle out of his grasp, but to no avail. He waited for you to calm down. You couldn't stop sobbing. Eventually, you collapsed into your boyfriend, your knees buckling and loosening your hold. Kirishima quickly slid both of you onto the floor, still refusing to let you go. You sat in between his legs, giving in to Kirishima's embrace and weakly gripping onto his shirt. Kirishima stroked your hair, knowing that he'll talk when you want to. Plus, he didn't want you even more worked up. It killed him to see you so upset. He hated it when you cried. The only thing he could do was hold you until you opened up. Denki Kaminari. YN? Babe, please let me in. You slammed the door and prevented Kaminari from getting to you. No. Your voice cracked sharply. Kaminari felt a jab of pain in his heart. He was so desperate to get to you. He was tempted to break down the stupid door. YN, please tell me what's happening. You stared at the door, willing it to burst open. You didn't reply. Kaminari could hear you sniffling. You sounded close to the door, so Kaminari slid down opposite, waiting for you. He knew you wouldn't hide away forever. You always came to him in the end. You needed him as much as he needed you. The cuts on your arm baffled Kaminari. You were always so forward and non-secretive. To discover something so serious was slightly intimidating. He had no clue you were hurting to that extent, especially when everything was going too well recently. He sat there for half an hour, not budging until you appeared. When you did, he was ready to talk you through everything, hug you, try and help you. Anything in his power to stop his awful escape. Ooh, that was the first time I read through any of these. I think I just skimmed through the Kaminari and Todoroki ones, which is kind of not surprising. Those are my top 2 SIP characters. They're in a tie right now for whatever reason. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, that was a read multiple characters X self-harming reader. Just check out some of my other videos that I've posted. I will link the story in the description box down below. Okay, so have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are.